Temp, I know we'll get in a sec. I'm gonna give the brief. I'm gonna delete these lines because that doesn't play to the op. So you guys are spawning at the staging point. You are this cell, and your job is going to be attacking this outpost. Once the gunshots start flying, that will cue the other cells here, here, and here to complete other objectives. After you clear out this outpost and take whatever you need to complete your next objective, you're going to be setting up a blocking position somewhere along this route and stopping motorized, mechanized, and even armor assets from pushing down. You're fighting Horizon Defense Force-based units, so it's basically early U.S. Cold War stuff from 113s to Mutt Jeeps to Sheridans, or whatever the M3A1 tank is, the M60A3, I think, actually, so... there will be probably stuff at the the outpost to help you, and you might, after that, have to do additional things. This cell is going to be focusing on these two areas. This cell is going to focus on an AA emplacement here, and this cell is going to focus on an AA placement there. So that is the scheme of things. You guys are just part of a massive operation going on because I'm trying to upscale what you're doing. Any questions? Otherwise, how are you guys doing?
That's a bit bigger.
After this, I'm going to be working on quite a list of things, actually. I gotta finish up Project 16's prep for Tuesday, build a bunch of mission files, finish editing all the footage that I gotta process through Sony Vegas because of, you know, we were tuning the audio tracks of the videos, and Windows Movie Maker didn't really like it. Neither does the new one in Photos, but... Say, Levy.
Your compass.
So we'll see how these guys do. They're all set to medics. I mentioned that in the brief, and they all have a blood bag or two on them, so nothing bad should happen, right? Should. TM. Holy Light just came back from being AFK. I'm gonna jump up. Hey, Holy, you there?
I am now, yeah.
If you still want to play, you can jump in. I'll teleport you behind him.
Interesting, understood.
Okay.
No T.
What? Go ahead, sorry.
No T1 add-ons or anything?
No. Just straight main mod set.
Straight man. Cool,
yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. He was AFK in the channel, but he manually went down there, so... I don't know, over the past few months I've been getting a lot more lax on letting late joiners in and teleporting them up, because usually I'm a stickler about it of, you know, they can at least be on time for the operation, because I always have, you know, I always have a bit of an ego, but with Corona, the reality is, you know, just make it if you can, and, you know, I'll do my best to make sure you at least have some fun, because we can all use some relaxation with how the world's kind of going crazy these days.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
What I'm confused about is how did we get an extra thingy? Because I only gave those guys the AT, so how did Undead get one of those? Maybe I accidentally gave it to one of the members of the Kicked, so... Who knows? Oh, wow, Liru being friendly. Things have changed. Yeah, Nemesis. New me, new microphone. New voice. Ah, man. Here, I have an idea. I'm going to quickly tab out. Let me get you guys the list of everything I got to work on for the like what I'm going to try to do today, or at least start on. So I have to finish Project 16's first map in terms of what I like to call cheat sheets, which break down everything that's part of a, you know, a campaign or a mission file. So the first planet for Project 16 for the Mandalorian guys, that's going to be on Zargabad, so I just keep it simple, planet Zargabad, not too hard. But I got to make the cheat sheet for that. Then I have to take what I want from the cheat sheet and make it into a public document and pass it to them so they have a bit of background on what they're doing. Then I'm going to prep an impossible operation for Monday, which is actually a mission template I made a few weeks ago. I'm just going to update it slightly to make sure it's up to date for a Monday mission. Then I'm going to make sure the op I made for last week's Monday op, the second one that we didn't get to because Vietnam overran, is still ready to go. I don't think anything updated, but I still want to retest the Ace Compat, since a lot of it is RHS-based stuff, to make sure nothing broke. Then I wrote a note for myself because I... Wait, no. First, then it's... I I finalized this Argabet mission file. I have to go through all the unit kits again because I completely rebalanced the credit costs of everything. So I'm going to make sure that there's less credits in all the units. Then I have a quiz on Monday for a class, which should be easy. I just got to remember to do it. Because the only reason my grades suffer these days is pure laziness, or I just forget to fucking do it on time. Let's see, then we have to prep Wednesday's TSB file, because now I run the TSB Thursday slot on Wednesdays again, so I have more time to cover OFCRA if it runs over, and that also means that I don't have to worry about running over into Granite slot, because he has expressed complaints with me that I would do that. Then we have Thursday, Serrani Phase 4. They did really well on the previous. This is Paw Patrol for Thursday for the PMC stuff. They did really well on Phase 3. That even blew out my expectations. I'm going to wait for Holy Light to spawn here, and then I'll teleport him in. And then, let's see. I'm going to start working on an Eden tutorial video on how I do missions. I finally have a draft down. Alright, Holy, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, enough banter. Let's try to get semi-serious.
Yep. Alright.
Oh,
Oh boy.
hi, Oli.
Hi, this is Force.
Is this hi? Send message, Force.
We are on our final turn in. We are approximately 300 meters from the base. We are going to be assaulting from the southwest.
Roger, the closest garrison to you, break. That's about a click to your west. They're listening for gunshots. After those rain out, they'll radio the other groups, and they will begin their attacks. Over.
Copy. Over.
Roger out. What otherwise? I'm gonna work on a tutorial video. I had one like a third of the way finished, and I completely dropped off of it. And then looking back through it a few days ago, I realized that there's even more I had to add to it, and it's gonna be a gigantic pain in the butt. But I have to address other tutorial videos that exist right now and explain why one works one way and one works another. But I'll figure that out. But that's a little side project I'm going to work on this week. I have to finalize the Friday Night Fight thing, which I actually don't have on this list, so I got to add that. And then I have to prep a feasibility report. Actually, let's not talk about that yet. That's for some personal work. And then pay for paying for 700th. D&D map for a December project. That's another personal thing. And then I have a meeting on Tuesday for a school project. Oh. What FNF thing? You'll see Nemesis. It's a little pet project. But I'll show it to you before it goes live. I would want to have a little feedback on it. Does Holy Light also have some AT? No, he doesn't. So I guess either the 5th slot had it or one of them glitched out with it. Either way, we'll see. But yeah, since D&D canceled for me today, I can go ahead and work on a lot of that stuff. So the feasibility thing, to give it a little more explanation, it's a look into how I can limit things on the Zeus interface, because I got a very interesting request for... I don't even know how to properly define it, but basically, you know how we used to do like Zeus v Zeus way back in the end of the day? It's basically how I could have a limited Zeus module work alongside like an actual like fully unrestricted game master module, which is what I'm running right now. But it's something interesting to say, just to see if we can do it, give or take. So we'll see. But anyway, operations about to begin. These guys will simply clear this position out. Gunshots are raining through. We're going to go ahead and send this group over. Let's see, it's about 12 right now, so I'm going to say at 14 I'll copy-paste that group and send it over there to have some gunshots rain out. And let's also get some Horizon Island Defense Force units here to start coming in from a different direction, and then we can watch these guys clear this compound out. Because it's always fun to watch them shoot everyone to shit, you know?
Ready.
I'm going to put these guys a little further back, like right there. That gives them about 2 to 3 minutes to actually get rid of this. And I don't think I ever set the global AI skill. They've been fighting vanilla coefficients. So let's do our standard adjustment here. 90, 35, 50, 50. They killed the squad leader, so I can't do any ungarrisoning. Oh, there's the 50 cal firing from the triple, no, excuse me, the double 17. Got that QRF team coming in. And you know what, just because I can, I'm going to grab this cell and we're going to send it down here. Have it a little further down, but just some groups. Again, just for some gunshot ambience. It'd be really great if I knew how to drive, right? I mean, at the end of the day, this isn't going to mean much because there's, you know, a truck with a gun on it, but at least gives me the opportunity to claim that, you know, QRF are going to at least show up because they had this get lost. Now, is he being pursued? No, so I can just delete him. Now I'm going to RC this guy and just fire down on him. I think I just smoked both of those guys in the driver's seat right there. Yeah, the gunshots going off from that other cell. So they're doing their best to try to angle a shot on me. I'm just firing down that same little scrap there. What do you mean jam failed to clear? Clear the fucking jam. Now I lost the good angle. There we go. That's right, I'm gonna run out of ammo. So, I mean, nothing else is really going on right now. We're just... They finally get me. I downed a good, like, 4 people during that barrage, yeah.
Great.
Got 3 guys down right there. And we still have this other guy that's been here the entire time.
We'll go. Understood.
Alright, is there anyone who is not unconscious and in the van?
So yeah, at least 35-40% of their force is down. They just killed most of these AI. Man, it looks like they're trying to load everyone in the Vic.
Alright, I'm getting into the gun truck. I'm leaving. Which direction? South?
Yeah, that Vic got shot up a bit. They're leaving Tempestal. And that GL just came in and completely screwed those wheels. They don't have any AT, though, to deal with the thing. It looks like they're getting this one up, at least. All right.
Is it one life?
Did you die?
Oh yeah, because they just left me after fucking vehicle
Oof.
ran me over.
I'm sorry, man. This is going to be one life, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just more pissed at them because they were right next to me.
Yeah. Well, you can come watch the stream.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Have fun.
You too. Do we? I gave No, I didn't give him smoke grenades. All right. That's more of a mistake on my end then. But, you know, if you keep running into an area that's being suppressed by a machine gun, something's got to give, right? All right, either way, let's go ahead, go on Horizon on Defense Force here. Let's get, thinking 2 transport trucks to already start coming in, then we'll spawn in some more groups on the other side to be taken out for ambience. Let's go ahead, Horizon Island. Defense Force. Truck. Which one's the gun truck? There we go. Yeah, so 3 people are down. Temp might also go down. That's going to be about 50% of their force, all to a machine gun. Oh, that's not good. We gotta hope the rest can pull through.
Ready.
And then we can just do squad and squad.
Stand by. Copy that.
And these AI will take a hot second to process this request. And if they don't, I'll just copy paste them. Shouldn't be too hard in that regard. Let's go ahead and get these other positions under ambient gunfights. And then bring in some more, just, you know, general action right now. And then we'll check on the AI for the trucks, make sure they're moving. Yeah, no, we're gonna get that gunfire going out now. And are those trucks moving? No, they are not. Okay, they actually ignored the complete request. What if I send you up a little bit? You don't move at all. Okay, let's do a hard copy repaste here to refresh the AI so they appear to be grouped by the truck.
Roger.
And there we go. Sometimes when you put AI in a vehicle, they don't register that they need to, how do I put it? They don't register that they have control of the vehicle, so it can get a little awkward when you try to give them orders. So hard copy repaste, that Vic hadn't been repasted yet, so as you can see right there, it was ignoring the order.
Roger. Understood.
I'm gonna have him slow down for a second, then I'm gonna have them both move. But they've already been marking stuff. but they're gonna have to regroup here. They did get a medical box out, which is great.
He stabilized, and then I don't know if he bled out, but he must have.
Yeah, so they're talking about Larry, who died first, but 3 casualties already. Not the best start.
Copy that. Gonna be up.
Now, something you might have also noticed is the markers are all, their units are Op 4, but they're fighting Blue 4, but the markers are Op 4, and they're showing Blue 4 markers attacking them. So that's just part of the meta, because it was easier to build the kits that way. I'm gonna have these guys get out and head into the airfield itself. And we'll see what these guys are setting up for. Three people died, and there were 9 of them total in the operation. So by my count, there should still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 of them up. So we got 3 in this cell right here. They've got an AT Vic. And then we have another group of dudes, 3 in there, yep. And then there's a body. There's 2 bodies back there, actually. Now, here's a neat trick if you want the ambience to last a little longer, like I do right now. Then all we gotta do is I can put these guys close, like right here. I can then take a squad of dudes. I can take invincibility. Send them both to invincible. And then these guys are literally gonna shoot at each other until they run out of ammo.
Roger.
That should be enough gunfire ambience. We'll see if we can hear it from here. Yep. That'll buy us a little bit of time. Yeah, Yanni, so what I ended up doing was I took a machine gunner and I just sat here and I just fired blindly into the entrance, and then I'm not sure who the 2 guys were in this car, but they just pulled up and sat there as I was spraying the machine gun. And I was just doing it in bursts. So I'm like, okay. It's kind of awkward. And that was already while I was bursting the gun. Yeah. Shit happens. You know, a bad call was made. It's alright. Yeah, so these trucks are about to move by. They've got a Panzerfaust and some AT lined up. That Vic's on, so they might not hear this Vic going by. I'm gonna set this group to careless hold fire until they're engaged. But yeah, their engine might just be getting drawn out.
One Vic.
That just happened. So they're gonna do the one thing you're never supposed to do in an ambush: stop and dismount people. Try to have them crawl back. They only had purple smoke. That's kind of funny. But I'm going to start prepping the next batch of vehicles to come up. It's going to be a pair of 113s. So how we do that? Very simply. We just go find Horizontal Defense Force in this giant scheme of vehicles. I could also do AAVPs, but the turret right there is going to be a bit too overpowered for what I want.
Ready. Ready for orders. Waiting orders.
And then these guys are going to be a bit of a pain,
On the way.
because I'm going to have to manually drive them.
Roger. On the way. Will go.
So yeah, it sounds like they killed the other Vic.
Understood. Roger that. Will go. Will go.
Holy Light just DC'd, because I'm not sure if... Oh yeah, no, they got shot to shit up there. Yeah, we have a machine gun up there firing at Skelly. He's just keyholing him to some of the branches here. Horizon, it's from RHS. And that truck just exploded. And that guy's pulling back to friendly. Forces here, you got Undead bandaging up. Havoc is still down up here. I wonder if Galil will go back and try to assist him. Or get on the GMG. And then you got Tempesto down right here, too.
Watching your road for you.
These guys actually seem to be following the road properly.
On the way.
Alright, so Undead just went down. Got the GL. I don't see what it's barraging. Okay, Galil just got shot to shit. I think Skelly's the only one left. Oh dear.
Team 6 now. 17 months, damn.
That might be it. So let's go over where things kind of fell apart here. And I'm just gonna go over everything here just as a review, and I'll go over this in debrief too. But as a general sense, I think I should have given them some additional gear, such as smoke grenades in the beginning. That would have helped with this initial thing with the machine gunner. I was just like blindly spraying right here. I think I should have given them access to this 113. That would have been helpful. I was just trying to make this be, you know, a quick get in, grab shit, and leave, which they were trying to do. It's just they were forming everything up right here while a machine gunner was firing into here. And it just slowed them down because people kept running in the middle and getting shot. And then people, after we had 3 people down in the middle, came into the middle to help them, and I deliberately fired around them at that point because everything got messed up. So then people had to pull out. By then, the squad from the north arrived. It GL'd a few Vics, and then they already lost a third of their force. And then you had one half set up here, one half set up here. That was fine, but at that point, they were kind of screwed because they only got one machine gun out, and they got this out and the GL out. But yeah, this blew up on the northern, the southern side, and yeah. So here's how I'm gonna write this. It's a fail because they all died. Let me actually verify everyone's dead here. But I think it's going to be a worthy venture to look into medical and see what I can do to adjust things. So let's see what we can deal with on this one.
Stream.
Interesting.
All right, so here's what I think I'm gonna do with some of these operations in the future. First and foremost, I think smoke grenades would have helped you out, at least in the beginning part, because when I was suppressing with that machine gunner in the first compound, people just kept running into the gunfire. And then you drove a Vic with 2 people. Not the truck, mind you, but an either it was an unarmed or it had something on the back. Yeah, the Jeep, you drove it right into the machine gun.
But it
I
had
guess.
an MG on it, and I was expecting the person on the MG to start shooting back, but it backfired.
That did backfire hardcore. And then from there, I wanted to get one guy down just to make that situation, but just one guy down, there would still be 8 of you up. You drove that up, and I was just blindly suppressing, wasn't scoping in. I was just firing to suppress, and I eventually got both of the guys in the car, and then other people were able to start getting them up, but dominoes completely fell on that one. So, try not to run into where a machine gun's actively shooting, because that was the only avenue I had. No one attempted to get in a building and shoot at me through a window. No one attempted to go around the side.
With an M2 the entire time.
Yeah, but you were at an angle that couldn't hit me, because I would look at you and a tree would cover you. So I didn't really feel threatened by it, because there's nothing I knew you couldn't hit me from that angle. When you pulled away,
Trees, man.
I know, right? Fucking Arma. When you finally pulled an angle that could start shooting at me, you got me, towards the end. But it just that got really messy, and then that caused 3 of you to die, and then the remaining 6 you dealt with the first ambush quite well. I don't know what blew up your southern truck. And then you were able to start. You dealt with one of the M113s, but the other one was still up. So. What I'm also going to look into is bumping up your health coefficient a little bit to try to find a new balance to make you guys a little bit tankier. But it was also 50 cal rounds at that point, which is why everything went oot. But Skelly, I did like what you did, where you towed the one you could see and then got behind it, and then attempted to wait for it to reload, hopefully at the other one. But
and then when I had a shot, I jammed and I shot him a couple of times, and the turret started to rotate, and I just couldn't get a shot on him, and then the Vic exploded on top of me.
So don't get me wrong, in my opinion, the tactics went really well. It's just the first one with the one machine gunner kind of threw everything off a ringer. Yeah.
Also, I was fully expecting Larry to wake back up from getting run over, but I was like,
No.
What I had planned out to do was to take the fucking Jeep into that courtyard so he can use the gun on it to shoot back or at vehicles or whatever is coming down there. And just when I was trying to get out, because I realized Larry was still down, I get knocked out in the car. I was kind of hoping I would still wake up so I could do something, but I never woke up.
Yeah.
When I got to Larry, he had 20 plus wounds on him.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
the truck running over him did that much damage?
Yep. By the time I got to him, he was on fatal amount of blood.
What the fuck happened?
No idea. I got to him, managed to get him bandaged up, just didn't have any blood on me at the time to get him.
Yeah, I heard that part. So, Liru, did you just normally run him over?
I didn't run anyone over. So let's talk about the truck part. I didn't mean to hit anyone with it. I just drove away.
When you were driving away with the truck, you definitely hit Larry with it.
Jeez, I didn't mean to do 20 wounds on him. I didn't mean to hit him. I was just trying to get a Panics guy out so I could facilitate the QRF coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when I realized oh wait, that truck was not friendly. I'm like, oh, because I even said in radio who the fuck just ran Larry over?
Mm-hmm.
Kept on trying to take the AT that was on the ground that for some reason I wasn't able to pick up, and then I look up. I'm like, okay, Larry should wake soon up because he was only a run over, but apparently he also had a wound in his head.
Oof.
A lot of shit went wrong.
But let's go down the list for debrief. So Skelly, starting with you.
I felt that the actual fucking general rifle handling by the people was a bit bad today in the general positioning. So because a lot of the time I think a lot of the people that went down were just positioned in a bad place. I think positioning was terrible today. And then the actual firefights, it didn't feel like it was like, oh, another person's out. Oh, no. It just felt like you guys were dropping like flies. And I just couldn't comprehend how that was happening. We'd pushed in and we'd got the advantage, and all of a sudden, then we're now half the team's down or half the team's gone, and it's like, what? It was just too much. I was like, oh, great.
Tempestal?
I don't know what to add other than, yes, at least 1 or 2 smoke grenades would help. Like, even if you gave us a leg strap, like just to put a couple of smoke grenades there, like it would really unlock a lot more possibilities and chances, because yeah, like at least from my perspective, I could never get a good line of sight on the enemy, and when I did, I got instantly decked, because line of sight works both ways, obviously. But
right.
yeah, smokes would unlock more.
Did we even have smoke grenades?
Enough.
No, that's why I said in the
think
beginning
so.
I should give
2
you
smoke
smokes in the
grenades
beginning.
and 2 smoke grenades and 4 regular grenades in that entire thing. And they work wonders, because they've also got not got any body armor, but barely anybody used them.
So with that, yeah, I don't know what to add. We somehow stole the shit from the base, got to the ambush point, and then I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I feel like I should have avoided all gunfire altogether. Like,
Why did we split up? Just to ask really quick, sorry, but why did we split up from the ambush position when we marked it right at the start? We were spread across 2 hills.
I honestly don't know. I was in the gun medicing people in the back, and I was hoping that the driver was going to get us to the right place.
I was never told where to go. Secondly,
remember
Oh, you were
that
late join, weren't you?
I was a late join. I was never told where to go, and the fact that I had no idea where I was on the map. I literally never had a point of reference from where we started, or at least where I was inserted, to where we were going.
I think I heard someone say go south and then southeast.
Yeah, but let me finish. That's one thing. And the other thing, I'm going to be frank here. Galil, unbind your caps lock key. Like, seriously.
Huh?
You've been clogging the comms on the short range with I'm loading the 40 and then talking other stuff that you could have said in local.
Oh, I think my shit glitched out. Shit.
No, and I do not fucking care. Like, on comms, I was just listening you yelling over other people as they're trying to coordinate. So that shit stops.
I'm sorry.
That shit stops right now. It's been going on for a while. People have been telling you to pull the handbrake on hogging the radio nets. So yeah, stop that shit right now.
All right, I'm going to wrap up the stream because now we're getting into personal things. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one.
I think